The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as the human delegation entered. Maya walked with measured steps, her dark eyes scanning the assembled representatives of 17 alien civilizations. Behind her, William carried the data slate containing Earth's proposal, his jaw set in determination despite the murmurs rippling through the vast hall. "Humans," hissed Ambassador Zekther, his reptilian features twisting into what passed for amusement among the Draconids. "You come before this council requesting military alliance. With what exactly? Your primitive combustion vessels." Laughter erupted across the chamber. The insectoid chitin clicked their mandibles in derision, while the crystalline lumini chimed mockingly. Even the usually stoic Grecarians allowed themselves a rumbling chuckle. Maya stood motionless at the podium, waiting. William knew that expression. He'd seen it before, during the academy trials when instructors had dismissed her tactical proposals. She was counting, letting them exhaust their mockery. "If the esteemed council has finished," Maya said, her voice cutting through the din like a scalpel, "perhaps we might discuss the void swarm approaching from the outer darkness." The chamber sobered instantly. The void swarm, a hive-minded plague that had consumed 14 star systems in the past cycle alone. No negotiation, no mercy, only consumption. "The swarm is no concern for primitives," growled Ambassador Thorkin of the Grecarian hegemony, his massive form shifting in the gravity chair. "Your world lies far from the invasion corridor. Run home, little humans, while you still can." "Our projections disagree," William interjected, stepping forward to display the data. Holographic trajectories filled the air above the council floor, showing the swarm's predicted paths. "In 6 months they'll reach the Kepler passage. In 8 they'll be at Earth's doorstep." "Impossible," snapped Zekther. "Our computational matrices are far superior to anything your species could produce." "Then perhaps your computational matrices are flawed," Maya replied coolly. "We're offering Earth's fleet to reinforce the defensive line at Sigma Draconis, 37 vessels." The laughter returned, more vicious than before. 37 ships. The Lumini ambassador's voice resonated like shattering glass. "We deploy battle groups of 5,000 vessels. The Grecarians field fleets numbering in the tens of thousands. What difference could 37 primitive boats possibly make?" Maya smiled then, and William suppressed a grin. He knew that smile. "We'll demonstrate," she said simply. "Grant us access to the Sigma Draconis system for war games. If our fleet performs adequately, you accept our alliance. If not, we withdraw our request." The council deliberated for mere minutes. What did they have to lose? Letting the humans embarrass themselves would provide entertainment before the grim business of war consumed them all. 3 weeks later, Maya stood on the bridge of the UES Defiant, flagship of Earth's so-called fleet. Through the viewport, the assembled armada of the Galactic Council stretched across the star field, thousands upon thousands of warships, each one dwarfing humanity's largest vessel. "They're not even taking formation seriously," William observed from the tactical station. "The Draconid fleet is leaving gaps you could fly a moon through." "They've never needed to be efficient," Maya replied. "When you have overwhelming numbers, tactics become optional." She activated the ship-wide comm. "All vessels, this is Defiant Actual. Begin Operation Mongoose. Execute Pattern Delta 7. Across the emptiness of space, Earth's 37 ships began to move. On the Council observation platform, Ambassador Zekther watched the human vessels with undisguised contempt. "Look at them scatter. No formation integrity whatsoever. I've seen asteroid clusters with better cohesion." But Admiral Korath of the Grecarian hegemony leaned forward, her centuries of combat experience prickling awareness. "Wait, track their trajectories." The tactical display updated, showing the human ships dispersing in what appeared to be random vectors. Then the first simulated weapons fire began. What happened next would be analyzed in military academies across the galaxy for generations. The human ships moved like nothing the Council had ever witnessed. Not in formation, in perfect mathematical chaos. Each vessel became a node in a dynamic network, positions constantly shifting based on real-time threat assessment. When Draconid cruisers attempted to bracket them with plasma fire, the humans were already gone, having predicted the attack vectors 3 moves ahead. Impossible, Zekther hissed. Their sensor suites can't possibly process battlefield data that quickly. It's not the sensors, Korath said slowly, realization dawning. It's the computers and the pilots. On the Defiance bridge, William's fingers danced across his console. Enemy heavy cruiser attempting flanking maneuver, rerouting to intercept. Pittsburgh and Mumbai are moving to support. Negative, Maya countermanded. Let it commit to the flank. Johannesburg, Wellington, prepare rail gun solutions. William, feed them the targeting package. The simulated battle continued. Earth's ships, each one a fraction of the size of Council vessels, began to systematically dismantle the opposition. They didn't fight fair, they fought smart. Railgun slugs moving at 0.9 C didn't care about shields designed for energy weapons. Kinetic kill vehicles launched from concealed positions struck sensor arrays before capital ships even knew they were targeted. Electronic warfare packages, primitive by galactic standards but creatively deployed, caused friendly fire incidents among the overconfident Council fleets. Update the sensor readings, demanded Thorkin, his composure cracking. There must be an error. The sensors updated. 37 human vessels had achieved simulated kills on over 3,000 Council ships, including 2 Grecarian dreadnoughts and the Draconid flagship. Earth's losses, 0. The observation deck fell silent. Maya accepted the communication request from the Council chamber an hour later, after the war games had concluded. Every ambassador stared at her image with newfound wariness. How? Zekther's question was simple, his mockery completely absent. We're not stronger than you, Maya explained, her voice matter-of-fact. We're not faster, not better armed, not more numerous, but we've spent our entire existence fighting ourselves. We've had 5,000 years of continuous warfare, of tactical evolution, of learning to do more with less because we've never had the luxury of overwhelming force. She gestured to William, who brought up new tactical displays. Every one of our ships is commanded by an officer trained in asymmetric warfare. Every pilot has logged thousands of combat simulation hours. We network our vessels through quantum-encrypted channels with lag times measured in microseconds. We don't fight like you do because we can't afford to. Your vessels are individually weak, Admiral Korath observed, but there was respect in her tone now. Yet as a coordinated unit. We become something greater than the sum of our parts, William finished. It's what we do, it's what we've always done. Maya leaned forward. The Void Swarm doesn't use tactics. They overwhelm through numbers and biological adaptation. But if you give us command authority over integrated fleet elements, we can teach you to fight the way we fight. Not ship to ship, but as a single unified force. You want to command Council fleets, Zekther's crest flared. Humans giving orders to species that mastered faster-than-light travel while you were still discovering fire. I want to save all our species, Maya corrected. Pride is a luxury we can't afford, not anymore. The Council deliberated for 3 days. Maya and William waited aboard the Defiant, watching as scout reports confirmed their projections. The Void Swarm was accelerating, adapting, coming faster than even Earth's models predicted. When the decision came, it was Admiral Korath who delivered it personally, transporting to the Defiance bridge. The Council has voted, she said, her massive frame somehow conveying both humility and hope. Fleet coordination authority is granted to Earth Command, effective immediately. We have 163 days until the swarm reaches Sigma Draconis. Maya nodded once, then we'd better get started. The Battle of Sigma Draconis would become legend. 10,000 council vessels, coordinated through Earth's tactical network, fighting with precision and unity that had never before been achieved in galactic warfare. The Void Swarm's infinite numbers crashed against a defense that bent but did not break, that adapted and learned and fought with intelligence instead of mere force. When it was over, when the last swarm vessel had been destroyed or driven back into the outer darkness, the council chamber assembled once more. This time, there was no laughter. Maya and William stood before 17 civilizations that now understood a fundamental truth about humanity. "You taught us something," Ambassador Zekther said quietly. "That victory belongs not to the strong but to the clever, not to the numerous but to the coordinated." "We learned from you too," Maya replied. "Your technology, your resources, your courage. Together, we're stronger than we ever could be apart." Outside the chamber, Earth's tiny fleet held formation with thousands of alien vessels, no longer outsiders but equal partners in the defense of the galaxy. The sensors no longer showed 37 primitive boats. They showed hope, measured in human determination, and alien respect earned through skill rather than force. The galaxy had laughed at humanity's tiny fleet, but the sensors had updated, and with them, so had the future.